serious note, I do think I'm part of the problem. We live in very binary sort of times, really sort of divisive and combative times where we can't really even be in the same room as somebody who has a different political opinion to us. And that's absolutely ridiculous. Because the only way we're going to make any real changes in this country is if we have some kind of cross-party agreement on policy, so that policies that have a long-term impact and that can really make positive change for people that need it most in this country, that's the only way those policies are ever going to happen, is if we come to some sort of agreement. And I want you to know that I have, in the past, and I will continue to do so, talk to people who I know vote differently from me. And I think it's really important to do that. I did that at the last election. I will do that at this election. But the problem is I always seem to get the same response from these people. Okay, it's very disheartening. And I say to people, have you thought about voting differently? Your way's not working. Have you thought about maybe voting in a way that doesn't just benefit you? Have you thought about that? I always get the same response from these people. Oh, Jennifer. You say one mustn't vote for the Conservative Party, but really if one wanted to vote Tory, who could one possibly vote for? And if one wasn't to vote for the Conservative Party, I just don't know who could one possibly vote for. I just don't understand. What's the alternative, Jen? What's the alternative? Call me an optimist. But at this stage, I would say a balloon with a wig on, a turnip, some dust, 6 squashed chickpeas under my shoe, a succulent, a broken microwave, an abandoned hubcap. Dane Bowers. Tinky fucking Winky. Literally any old fucking thing. That's why I had to squirrel myself away to Brighton so I could be amongst other liberal, left-wing, smug, sanctimonious pricks like me. You know, good people. But you know what, it's not all shits and giggles in Brighton, because I'll be honest with you, for the very reason I like Brighton is the very reason I find it fucking irritating. Because I find those very same smug sanctimonious pricks very, very irritating, okay? Because I'll tell you why. Whenever you meet anybody from Brighton, some middle-class left-wing person, they're just so bloody upbeat all the time. Come on, Jen, let's just make the best of things. I don't know about you, but I find happy people creepy. What are you laughing about? What are you smiling about? Have you not read the news? But they're like that in Brighton. They're very, very optimistic. Let's make the best of things, Jen. Don't be a bloody Debbie Downer. Come on. We live in Brighton. We live by the sea. How lucky are we? Top 20 places to live in the whole country. Hooray for us. Guess what? Caroline Lucas is our MP, is one of the only Green MPs in the whole of Parliament. Oh my gosh, we're so very, very lucky. We've got 49 vegan restaurants. Fingers crossed for a 50th. Maybe we'll have a street party. Oh, uber happy. I've just found somewhere to recycle my Tetra Paks, and I kept up all the hobbies I was doing during lockdown. I was doing yoga with Adrienne, and I was baking sourdough, and I was... Oh, do fuck off. I don't know if you've been to Brighton, but the last thing that town needs is any more sourdough. That whole town is made of sourdough. Do you know what I'd like? I'd like to be able to walk into a bakery for once and just order a white loaf. That's what I want, just a dirty white loaf full of sugar and starch. I'll tell you what I want from a loaf. IBS. Yeah, I want a couple of slices of bread, and then I want a 3-hour tricky poo where I'm questioning all of my life choices.
Oh my God, that fried egg sandwich was delicious, but oh my God, I don't think it's ever going to leave my body. Oh God, I feel so vulnerable right now. Somebody please come in here and hold my hand.